I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous.
Oh,
he is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Oh, do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Really? Really?
The committee will be in order.
Talk to Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
The ranking member knows.
Convicted. So what are we talking about? Convict some of these perpetrators that rape these women that are sitting behind you, that you refuse to even acknowledge they are here.
Action
where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
And we invited you in. This guy has Trump
that describe Jeffrey Epstein transporting a victim.
That you would turn around to the survivors who are standing right behind you and on a human level,
Chairman,
Chair now recognizes you have no time to yield back. We appreciate that.
I'm not going to get in the gutter for her theatrics.
The time belongs to the gentlelady. The gentlelady has 17. Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to? Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to?
There's Teresa Helm. There's Jess Michaels, Laura Bloom McGee, Danny Bensky, Liz Stein.
I am deeply sorry for what any victim has been through, especially as a result of that monster.
Entered into the record in its entirety. Accordingly, we.
To the survivors in the room, if you are willing, please stand. Please raise your hands if you have still not been able to meet with this Department of Justice. Every single survivor has raised their hand. Attorney General Bondi, will you turn to them now and apologize absolutely unacceptable release of the Epstein files and their information?
Congresswoman, you sat before Merrick Garland sat in this chair twice.
Attorney General Bondi,
no, can I finish my answer?
No, I'm going to reclaim my time. Will you turn to the survivors? This is not about anybody that came before you. It is about you taking responsibility.
Because she doesn't like the answer.
Mr. Chairman,
why?
I have asked
Didn't she ask Merrick Garland this?
I am reclaiming my time, and when I reclaim my time,
Mr. Chairman,
I'm not going to get in the gutter for her theatrics.
The time belongs to the gentlelady. The gentlelady has 17.
Who got into office, Attorney General, claimed to have a client list, only to then say that there was no list, and now you continue the cover-up. That you would turn around to the survivors who are standing right behind you, and on a human level,
Chairman,
Chair now recognizes you have no time to yield back. We appreciate the thought.
Trump's name appears more times in the Epstein files than God's name appears in the book about God. Trump's name also appears more times in the Epstein file than Harry Potter's name appears in the 7 books about Harry Potter.
Nothing is funny about mocking the Bible and holding up a Trump Bible. That's what you did. You made a joke, and I find offense to that. That's all I have to say.
I want it from the burn book.
Shame.
How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted?
First, you showed it. I find it.
How many have you indicted?
Excuse me. I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No,
Your
you're going to answer the question the way I asked it.
Chairman Jordan, I'm not going to get in the gutter with these people, but I'm going to answer the question.
How many have you indicted?
I think it's very interesting.
My time.
I think it's very interesting. They indicted. The president said they indicted him twice.
Mr. Chairman, please stop the clock and restore his time.
Okay, here we go.
The question was, how many of Epstein's...
They don't like the answer, Chairman.
My time.
Because it's honest.
Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me anything.
I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
You're a lawyer, not even a lawyer.
And how many of Epstein's co-conspirators has she indicted is 0.
You sit here and you attack the president, and I am not going to have it. I'm not going to put up with it. Talking about Epstein today, this has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million. Donald Trump signed that law. to release all of those documents. He is the most transparent president in the nation's history. And none of them asked Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein. How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice. You've turned the People's Department of Justice into Trump's instrument of revenge. Trump orders up prosecutions like pizza, and you deliver every time.
I think we start out by making sure those read.
I have spent my entire career.
The officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one. Why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland these questions when he was Attorney General and set before.
I agree with you.
You twice.
I'm reclaiming my time. I agree with you. I agree with you. During the Biden administration, I called for people looking at Epstein files. But you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that. This has been the most transparent presidency.
I got your answer. You said there's no evidence.
Trump asked
Mr. Chairman, please stop the clock.
sign
Please stop the clock.
the legislation.
This is time.
I'd like to reclaim my time. I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath. Here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing concludes.
The gentleman has expired.
I also found an email that I have right here from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell that was unredacted. And it included notes of statements that Donald Trump made about his prior relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
You're about as good of a lawyer today as you were when you tried to impeach President Trump in 2016. Have you apologized for that in 2019?
So will you unredact this? These are obviously improper redactions.
Well, and let me stop for a minute.
I'm talking.
If they're not privileged,
quiet.
Don't yell at me. If they're not.
Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude that the president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
This
is pathetic. This is pathetic, Mr. Chair.
Will be in order.
I am not asking trick questions here. The American people have a right to know the answers to this.
Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once. When he was
weak sauce.
Also, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
he's Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
Talk to Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
The ranking member knows that.
And we know you touched the document because you redacted one name and you redacted the lawyer's name, but you left the survivor's name there. The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking. Co-conspirators, fully redacted. I'm going to unredact them here. Les Wexner is in this, but he doesn't appear in this file until I forced you to release it. Who's responsible?
We corrected that within 40 minutes. You're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time.
Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Red-handed. There was one redaction out of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get, you're a failed politician.
Gentlemen,
you need to get on things matter. Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I am reclaiming my time. I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim time
this
when
is
you don't.
bigger than Watergate.
When I don't answer a question the way you want.
This goes over 4 administrations. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion.
Gentlelady.
Yet now, all of a sudden,
question
she's
asked.
going after.
Committee will be in order.
There was no question
Shame on
on
you.
the Attorney General.
During impeachment, you said the president conspired, sought foreign interference in the 2016 election. No evidence, none, of foreign interference in 2016. Have you apologized to President Trump? Have you apologized to President Trump, all of you who participated in those impeachment hearings against Donald Trump? You all should be apologizing. I find it interesting that she keeps going after President Trump, the greatest president in American history. And if they could maintain their composure, this isn't a circus, this is a hearing.
You do a Jekyll and Hyde kind of routine around here.
What does Jekyll and Hyde mean? Can you explain that?
Well, it means you're nice to the
Explain
Republicans and you turn like Hyde on Democrats.
Raise your hand. You feel that our AG, the feds, have your back. Do we have your back, Madam AG? Raise your hand if you're confident that we got your back.
Yield back.
The gentlelady, you have no time to yield back.
Yeah,
We appreciate that. We appreciate the thought.